Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vishwanath. Today's chapter is circles, in that the topic is tangents and its theorems. Already we have learned one theorem from this chapter, that is introduction to tangents and the first theorem, and a few introduction to the tangents terms, the terms related to tangents. I'll repeat once again which are the terms related to tangents. That the first one is tangent is a straight line. Tangent is a straight line that touches the given circle at only one point. Look at it, it is meeting this circle at only one point. It is not meeting the circle at 2 points. Suppose a line that meets the circle at 2 points like this. It meets the circle at 2 points like this. It is called as secant. It is not tangent. This is tangent. This is tangent. So tangent is a straight line that meets the given circle at only one point. Secant is a straight line that meets the given circle at 2 points. So that is the very important regarding the tangent. So how many tangents can be possible to the given circle? That we will try now. How many tangents can be drawn to the given circle? That today, see, for a given circle, how many tangents can be drawn? You know that circle is a plane figure. It is drawn by joining infinite number of points on the plane which are equidistant from the center. That is a fixed point. This is a fixed point. Circle has infinite number of points. Look at circle has infinite number of points. This is the circle, infinite number of points it has. All the infinite number of points are equidistant from the center. So as circle has infinite number of points, so for every point, you know the definition of tangents. Tangent is a straight line that meets the given circle at one and only point. So circle has infinite number of points. Therefore, for every one point, you can draw each tangent. Look at circle has infinite number of points, right? So for every point, we can draw one tangent. Therefore, circle has infinite number of tangents. Circle has infinite number of tangent. For a given circle, infinite number of tangents you can draw. So, but one more task, that is, for the given circle, how many parallel tangents can be drawn? For the given circle, how many parallel tangents can be drawn? Suppose you mark a point on the circumference, you draw a tangent. This is a tangent. For this tangent, definitely here one another opposite point will be there. That is the end of the diameter. So through the center and this point, if you draw a diameter, it meets at opposite point. So there you can draw one tangent. Totally these two become parallel. Similarly, here one point is there, here one point is there. Through the center, it is another diameter ends. So here also one pair of tangents you can draw. And here one, these 2 points are joined through diameter, and you can draw another parallel. So totally infinite number of parallel tangents can be drawn. Infinite number of parallel tangents, infinite number of tangents, infinite number of parallel tangents. Let us see how many tangents can be drawn to the given circle from an exterior point. Now let us try. So this is the given circle with center O. I mark a point P. P is an exterior point. From this exterior point, how many tangents can be drawn? Through this P and this point, one tangent. From the other end, another tangent. Totally two tangents can be possible. So from an exterior point, maximum two tangents can be drawn. That's all. So we cannot draw more than two tangents. If you mark another exterior point Q here, from here you can draw two tangents. So wherever out of the circle that is considered as an exterior point, from each exterior point to the given circle, remember, to the given circle from an exterior point, maximum two number of tangents can be drawn. These two are the tangents from Q. From P, two tangents. If you mark a point B so close to circle, still from there you can draw two tangents. The main concept is exterior point. From an exterior point, two tangent. That point is too far, otherwise too close to the circle. Whatever, from an exterior point, always two tangents can be drawn. This is so close to circle, still it has two tangents. Those two tangents are smaller in length. This is far from the circle, therefore from here lengthy two tangents. So it's a lengthy or shorter, but maximum two tangents can be drawn from an exterior point. That is regarding the last class. And also we have seen one theorem from that tangents. That theorem is as follows. That is in a circle, if you draw a tangent, that tangent meet the circle at one point. You know that that is the definition of tangent. This is the tangent. This tangent meet the circle at this point. This point we mark it as P. Here exterior point we take it as A. AP is an tangent. AP is a tangent. So we mark center O and we join OP. So OP is radius. We know that OP is radius. So radius. OP is radius. AP is tangent. So this OP radius and AP tangent both meeting point. This point is called as point of contact. Point of contact. So at point of contact P, tangent and radius both are meeting. So P is the point of contact where radius and the tangent to the given circle both are meeting. At that meeting, radius and the tangent, here one angle inclined. This angle, if you measure, this angle is always measured to be 90 degree. So that is the theorem 1. What the theorem 1 states that radius drawn to the tangent for the given circle always complementary. So complementary means 190 degree, that is equal to 90 degree, or radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. So this theorem they state by different way. Radius always perpendicular to the tangent, or radius and tangent both between, if you measure the angle radius and tangent between, if you measure the angle from the given question OPA, angle OPA, if you measure it is equal to 90 degree. Radius perpendicular to tangent, or radius and tangent between angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. This theorem, how to prove radius and tangent always 90 degree, how to prove this? You can prove using the theorem. That theorem is already explained in my previous class from the same chapter. Today we are going for the theorem, second theorem from the same chapter. Maximum only two theorems are there in this tangents. Many theorems are there, but in this grade 10th CBSE we are learning only two theorems from this circles chapter. One is radius perpendicular to tangent. The another one is today I am going to prove. The problems from the exercise are mainly based on these two theorems only. So these two theorems, if you practice well, and you can solve problems from the chapter circles, including 9th standard sum syllabus. So 9th standard some questions, and plus this year two theorems. Totally using these two. Usually they ask a problem from these two theorems only. First one is radius perpendicular to tangent. Another one is, here I prove that theorem statement and the proof both I'll prove today. See, the statement of the second theorem is, so it is an exterior point. We take P as an exterior point. Just now we tried, from an exterior point maximum two tangents can be drawn. So P is an exterior point. If you try to the given circle with center O, here one tangents you can draw, and another one this side one tangent you can draw. So totally two tangents can be drawn. So this P meeting the circle at one point. You know that tangent always meets the circle at only one point. Here I draw like it is meeting at many points, but if you use scale and you try, it meets at only one point. Assume that the circle, this tangent is meeting the circle at only one point. This point I mark it as A. So another end, one more tangent I tried, so we mark it as B. So the what is the statement of this theorem? The statement of this theorem is, two tangents drawn from an exterior point to the given circle are always equal in length. So this is the statement of that theorem. So you know that from an exterior point maximum two tangents can be drawn. That's it. More than two tangents we cannot draw from same exterior point. If you mark one more exterior point here, from there, so wherever out of the circle from one exterior point maximum two tangents can be drawn. So from P exterior point we tried two tangents. More other than these two we cannot draw. So, what is the statement of this theorem? If you draw two tangents to the given circle from an exterior point, they are always equal in length. That means from P, there are two tangents drawn. If you measure these two tangents, P to A, what length is there? The same P to B also. So, from any exterior point, there are two tangents can be drawn. If we measure those two tangents, those two are always equal in length. So we need to prove these two are equal in length. That is the statement of the theorem. I go for given first. So follow the steps in theorem proof given. Next to prove that, after that construction and proof. First given, what is given? What is given here? Two tangents. So we write PA and PB. P and PB are tangents which are drawn from point P to the circle with center O, right? So PA and PB, PA and PB are the two tangents which are drawn from an exterior point P to the given circle with center O. So that is given. Two tangents are there, circle with center O is there. So what to prove? They are equal in length. That is our TPT. So we write TPT to prove that. What to prove? PA is equal to PB. So if you draw two tangents to the given circle, those two are always equal in length. We know that, but we are now proving those two are equal in length. PA is equal to PB. That is now construction. So we need some construction to prove this theorem. So what we will do, we join OA and OB. If we join OA and OB, OA become radius and even OB also radius, both are radii. Also we will join OP. So what we did in this theorem, the construction as construction, OA, OB and OP are joined. See OA, OP and OB, all the three. In that three joining construction lines, two are radii, one is center and the exterior point joining line. So this is our construction. OA, OB, OP are joined. So now we go for proof. So in that proof, I redraw the diagram once again. So this is the diagram, right? There are two tangents from P. We joined OA, OB and OP. All the three joined. So now we go for proof. So we know that first theorem what it says, radius and tangent always right angles. Radius and tangent both are 90 degree. Radius perpendicular tangent. That we proved already in the first theorem. That first theorem statement we can use over here to prove the second theorem, that is radius and tangent wherever you see wherever you see radius and tangent meeting wherever you see. So after that please mark 90 degree. Look at OA is radius, AP is tangent. So radius and tangent meeting point is A, so there always 90 degree. OB is also radius, PB is tangent, therefore here also 90 degree. Radius and tangent meets by 90 degree. So after marking here 90 degree, so what we'll do, we go for proof. So this theorem we proved by congruency of triangles. Congruency of triangles we use to prove this theorem. Congruency of, that is you have learned in the 9th standard. You are familiar in that congruency of triangles and also similarity of triangles. In similarity of triangles or congruency of triangles, what we will do, first we select two triangles. In congruency we prove by SAS, SSS or SAS, SSS or ASA or RHS, like that we prove. So, but in similarity of triangle, we prove SSS, SAS, and AAA or AA. These two, AA. That these two we follow. Right. So now we are using congruence of triangle, not similarity of triangle. We go for whatever congruence of triangle or similarity of triangles. We need two triangles. First, I take this two triangle. In triangle AOP and triangle BOP. When you are writing the triangle, it should be corresponding angles are equal way. If you write AOP first triangle, AOP you wrote, no? In the when writing second triangle, the A should be equal to B. So A and B are 90 degree. O equals to O, like that, and P equals to P. So in that way you write. Now, after taking these two triangle, let us see in this four criteria. So which one is working over here? First, in this two triangle, angle A equal to angle B. So from the diagram itself, we can show A angle is equal to B angle because both are 90 degree. Why? The reason is radius is always perpendicular to tangent. So next, OA and OB. Look at this. OA and OB both are OA equals to OB. Those two are what? Those two are radii. In the same circle, radii always equal, no? So it's only one circle. In one circle, always radii equal. So OA equal to OB, both are radii. Next, in those two triangles, if two triangles are overlapping on single line, that single line become common. So OP is common here, common side. OP is common side for both the triangles. A angle equal to B angle 90 degree from the first theorem, radius perpendicular tangent. OA and OB are radii. So we have got already 3 points. So in these 3 points, which criterion is working here? So one angle, two sides we got. One angle, two sides means either this or this. One angle, two sides. So even RHS also one angle, two sides. Even SAS. So in this, which is correct? So in RHS, that one angle is 90 degree. In SAS, two sides are equal. One angle is acute or obtuse. But in RHS, two sides are equal. That one angle is 90 degree. But we got one angle 90 degree. Look at. And also hypotenuse for 90 degree opposite OP is hypotenuse. Even OP also we took. So OP is hypotenuse. This is right angle 90 degree. This is side. OA is side. So right angle, hypotenuse and side. So it is RHS. Therefore triangle AOP, congruent, symbol of congruent is this, similarity is this, and congruent symbol is this. So equal to triangle BOP. The reason is both are equal by RHS criterion. So criterion. Now once these two are equal, in similarity of triangle, after we prove the triangles are similar, we go for corresponding sides ratio. But here in congruency, after proving the triangles are congruent, we don't write corresponding sides ratio, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. CPCT we write. So from CPCT, what is proved? When these two triangles are equal, CPCT says that remaining parts also equal. Which are remaining parts? These three are already used. RHS already used. Which is not used? AP is not used. That AP is equal to BP. Look at here. The first last. First last, which letter is there? AP. Here also first last is equal to BP. But in similarity, that AP when we take this BP, we don't write right side, we write by. AP by BP we write in similarity because triangles are smaller and larger. Congruent means triangles are not smaller larger, both are equal in size. So AOP, BOP are equal in size. When triangles are equal in size, AP side is equal to BP side, not AP by BP in ratio. It is corresponding parts are equal. So AP equal to BP. And not only AP is equal to BP, even this angle is there, no, this angle. That is angle between radius and the common side. That also equal. AOP angle is equal to BOP angle. Angle AOP equals to angle BOP. Not only angle AOP, BOP, this is all, these two also equal. That is angle between tangents and common side. That is APO. Angle APO is equal to angle BPO. So actually, they've asked when two tangents are drawn to the given circle, both are equal in length. So that means our main proof is only this much, but two more proofs also we got. These two more proofs are very useful in the problem solving. So we wrote all three CPCT points. So required is only AP is equal to BP. Let us write the angle between radius and common side, and angle between tangent and common side also will write. These two groups are useful in the problem solving. So finally, hence proved. So this theorem proof is not difficult. Even first theorem, radius perpendicular tangent, that was also not difficult, short one. Even this is also just we take two triangles by the construction of radius and common side. We'll select two triangle. In that by RHS we proved once triangles are congruent, their corresponding angles and corresponding sides are equal. But in similarity, corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are in the ratio. But in congruent, corresponding sides also equal, corresponding angles also equal. So once AP is equal to BP means what? AP equal to BP means both the sides are equal. So this AP and BP are what? Tangents. So therefore tangents also equal. Hence we proved. What we proved? From an exterior point, two tangents are drawn, always equal in length. So this equal tangent, this theorem is called by equal tangents theorem. Equal tangents theorem. So equal tangents theorem. We call this theorem as equal tangents. So finally, what I summarize from two theorems. These two theorems are very useful before going to the problem. Don't forget it. The first theorem is in a circle, radius always perpendicular to the in a circle, radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. So this is the radius, it is the tangent. Radius and tangent between always 90 degree. Remember, radius and tangent meet at point of contact, it is 90 degree. That is first theorem. What is the second theorem? If you mark an exterior point out of the circle, from there always maximum two tangents can be drawn. We know that from this exterior point, we mark exterior point as x. From that exterior point, look at on either side two tangent. This is xy, this is xz. So there are totally xy and xz, two tangents are drawn. So when you draw two tangents to the given circle, always these two tangents are equal in length. Remember, two tangents drawn from same point. Remember, same point, both are equal in length. Radius perpendicular to tangent. These two are the very useful theorems to solve a few problems. So I go for examples how to use these two theorems if it is required in the problem solving. Example. See, to the given circle with center O, the question it is given like this. So this is the question. Find angle PTO, PTQ. The question is find the angle PTQ. So how to find out angle PTQ? This angle they have asked. So how to find out? First, let us study the diagram. How to study the diagram? In 10th standard, we have mainly two theorems I told. Any problem you are solving from the circle chapter, keep it in mind. Always radius perpendicular to tangent, one theorem, and two tangents are equal. So tangents are always equal. Tangents equal, that is equal tangents. So there are two theorems. One is radius perpendicular to tangent and equal tangents. So let us see these two theorems are there or not. First one, radius and tangent meets by 90 degrees. Let us check. So this is the radius OP. This is the tangent. So we'll mark 90 degree. Should not wait for that because radius and tangent both are 90 degree. We know that. Don't wait for that. Mark 90 degree. Then OQ radius. This is tangent. Even here also 90 degree. After marking 90 degree both, so we write, so they told to find PTQ, but we got this. So to get the unknown angle, directly don't go to unknown angle. On the journey of unknown angle finding, if you get other angles also, you have to mark in the solution, that is angle P equal to angle Q equal to 90 degree. First I write solution. First I write angle P and angle Q both are 90 degree. Why? Because radius perpendicular to tangent. That reason I write. Next, after marking, to get this angle, you know that POQT is a quadrilateral. Look at four-sided, four-angled shape. Four-angled shape, that is quadrilateral. In quadrilateral POQT, in quadrilateral POQT, these two angles are 90 degree. This is 110. How much this? We know that the total sum of angles in any quadrilateral equal to 360 degree, right? So therefore, in quadrilateral POQT, angle Q plus angle P plus angle O plus angle T, all the four is equal to 360 degree. Angle Q 90 plus 90 degree plus O angle 110 degree plus angle T is unknown equal to 360 degree. So therefore finally angle T is equal to 360 degree minus these two are 180, it is totally 290. Angle T is equal to, it is 70 degree. Therefore we got angle T 70 degree. The question was PTQ how much? PTQ is 70 degree. So it is by using the theorem radius perpendicular to tangent and this. So we have not used equal tangent because equal tangents to find out lengths only. Equal tangent says that these two are equal, but we are finding angle here. To find angle, these equal sides are not useful here in this theorem. So we go for another example. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to the circle is 24. The question is from a point Q, the length of the tangent to the circle, the length of the tangent we mark here, the length of the tangent from a point Q, the length of the tangent to the circle, this is the circle. From a point Q, from a point Q, the length of the tangent to the circle, this is the length of the tangent to the circle, is 24 centimeter given. And the distance of Q from the center, distance of Q from the center, this one, distance of Q, exterior point Q from the center, this one, is 25 centimeter. The question is what is the radius? So this, if you join this, it become radius. The question is what is the radius? So we mark this point as P for our reference. Now before solving this, radius perpendicular to tangent, we know that one theorem. Another one is tangents are equal tangents. So let us see in this two theorem which one is useful here. Radius perpendicular to tangent. Look at this is radius, right? This is tangent. So radius and tangent both are 90 degree. And equal tangent, if two tangents are there from same point, equal, but from Q only one tangent drawn here, one more tangent is not drawn here, so we don't want to use there. And to find out OP, what to do? So look at, after marking 90 degree, this become a right angle triangle. We know that we just now surpassed the similarity chapter in that final Pythagoras theorem proof and a few problem in Pythagoras theorem. According to the Pythagoras theorem, 90 degree opposite, what is there? OQ. OQ square on the hypotenuse is equal to OP square plus PQ square. OP square plus PQ square. OQ square is 25 square. OP is unknown, radius square. PQ is 24 square. OP is radius unknown. It is 625. 24 square just expand, it become 576. And r square is equal to 625 minus 576. So it is here 24, here 25, totally 49 you get radius square. And it is shifted, it become root 49. When you apply square root, it should be plus or minus, remember. Plus or minus. Finally it is plus or minus 7 is equal to r. You know that distance never be negative. We studied in the physics, distance never not equal to negative. Distance never be negative. So radius is a distance only, no? So therefore radius is equal to 7 centimeter. Minus we just ignore. When square we get, it is a quadratic equation. Whenever we get unknown square, that is quadratic equation. So quadratic equations always have two solutions. Plus 7 and minus 7 both are correct. But for this problem, plus 7 is correct because distance never be negative. So like simple problem can be solved by using. So in both the problem, we have used radius perpendicular to tangent, radius perpendicular to tangent. Then how to use the second theorem over here? Let us see some problem on second theorem, that is tangents are equal. Based on that, let us see some problem. Tangents are equal. What is the diagram? In that circle is inscribed, quadrilateral is circumscribed. Question is about prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. This is to be proved. See here, quadrilateral is circumscribed. That means quadrilateral is out of the circle. Circumscribed. Just it is meeting on the circumference. Circle is inscribed. So circle and quadrilateral both are meeting at 4 points, P, Q, or S. So what to prove? AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. That is to be proved. We go for proof. So as I told, from this chapter any problem comes, so check both the theorem, radius perpendicular to tangent and equal tangents. So let us see which are useful here. Radius perpendicular to tangent. So here tangents are there, but radii is not there. Look at, radius is not there. If radius is there, we can use here. Radius not there, no? So just remove that theorem. We cannot use here. If you construct the center and the R, Q, if you join center to Q, center to R, S and P, we'll get radius, then we can use. But here radius not given, just we ignore that theorem for this problem. What about equal tangent? So remember equal tangent. Equal tangent is from an exterior point. So from one exterior point, two tangents can be drawn to the given circle, right? Both are equal in length. That we proved by congruency of triangles. Similarly, let us go for first A. Look at A is an exterior point or not, check. Yes, A is out of the circle. Now this is exterior point. Even B is also exterior point, right? C also exterior point. Even D also exterior point. What about PQRS? PQRS are not exterior point. P is the point where tangent and circle meeting. This is the point of contact. This is point of contact. Q is on the circle. It is not exterior point. R also on the circle. Even this is also on the circumference of the circle. So PQRS are not exterior point. Only ABCD are exterior point. What the theorem says that from an exterior point, maximum two tangents can be drawn. Yes, look at here. From A exterior point, how many tangents are tried? You check. AP is one tangent. AS is another tangent. There are two tangents are drawn from A. And this AP tangent is extended. But if it is extended also, till where it meets, till there only we take it as tangent length. So A to P, that is tangent. So from then what about BP? BP is also a tangent that is drawn from B, not from A. So from A, which tangent is drawn? AP. From B, BP. So BP and AP both are different because this tangent, AP tangent is drawn from A. BP tangent is drawn from B. So these two are not equal. So the theorem says that from the same point, two tangents are equal. So AP is drawn from A. AS is also drawn from A. So these two are drawn from A, no? So therefore these two are equal. Next, B is also exterior point, right? So BP, BQ and BP. BP and BQ both are drawn from B. So therefore these two are equal. CR and CQ are drawn from C. So the theorem statement is drawn from two tangents drawn from same exterior point are equal in length. So CR and CQ both are tangents drawn from C. So therefore these two are equal. Next, DR and DS both are drawn from D. So these two also equal. So finally, after equating all this four pair of equal tangents, now we go for proof. So I take first LHS. LHS I take AB plus CD. Now from the diagram AB, look at the diagram. What is AB? AB means AP plus BP. So AB is the total length. That AB is a line which is joining two exterior points. So AB can be drawn as split as AP plus BP. So AP is drawn as AP plus BP. Similarly, plus the C to D. C and D both are two exterior point joining line. CD is split into CR plus DR. This also CR plus DR. Correct, no? After that, now this AP is then AP plus AP. This AP can be written as AS, right? AP is written as AS. Why? The reason is AP and AS both are drawn from A exterior point. Therefore, AP and AS both are equal. AP and AS both are equal. What equal tangent says that equal tangent? From same exterior point, two tangents are equal. AP and AS both are equal. So, therefore, I can replace AP by AS. Similarly, BP. BP is drawn from B and BQ also drawn from B. So, BP and BQ both are equal. So, I can write BQ. Next CR, similarly CR. CR is drawn from C, CQ also drawn from C, so CQ. Similarly DS. So DR and DS both are drawn from D, so DS. Why? In this step I wrote equal tangents. Tangents are equal, that's why I wrote. Next, this AS plus this DS. This AS plus DS, both we added what we will get AD. So this first AS and last DS, both we had AD from the diagram. Similarly, BQ and CQ both we had will get BC. So check this right hand side we already got. LHS I took, I split total length of AB and CD into two parts, and finally I use the theorem equal tangents. So AP equal to AS, similarly other three, and the required two segments joined will get total length, that is on the right hand side. Like equal tangents also you can use in this theorem to prove. So for you homework problems are, the first one is practice the equal tangents theorem twice. This is the first one. Practice what the theorem taught today. That is second theorem from the same chapter, circles. Practice the equal tangent theorem. That is from an exterior point two tangents are drawn. From an exterior point two tangents are drawn. Both are equal in length. No? That theorem by using congruency of triangles. Practice twice. Also very useful for the board examination. The second one is the length of a tangent from point A is at distance of 5 centimeter from the center. The length of tangent from point A is at distance 5 centimeter from the center of the circle is 4 centimeter. Find the radius. See, don't confuse the sentence. The length of the tangent from a point A is at distance 5 centimeter from the center of the circle is 4 centimeter. That means the length of the tangent is not 5. The length of the tangent is 4. That tangent is drawn from point A. A is a point, exterior point, is at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center. That means the exterior point A and the center, those two joining line is 5 centimeter. What about then the length? The length of the tangent is given at last. So they have started the sentence, the length of the tangent. So they could give like this: the length of the tangent of a circle is 4, but they are confusing you. The length of the tangent is 4, but it is not given first. The length of the tangent they said, later they gave different value, that is from a point A. The length of the tangent from point A, that A is at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center. That A is 5 centimeter from the center, exterior point and center. This is the A. So look at point A is at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center. So point A from center 5, from the center of the circle is 4. What is that? Of the circle is 4. This is the end of the first line. That is the length of the tangent of the circle is 4, like that. So this is length of the tangent. This is 4. The question is radius how much? So next question. Prove that radius is equal to 11 centimeter. Prove that radius is equal to 11 centimeter from the diagram. So from the diagram, prove that radius is equal to 11 centimeter. This is the question. So from the diagram, prove that radius is equal to 11 centimeter. Then the give values, some values are given already. That is AB is equal to 29 centimeter, AB 29, and AD equal to 23 centimeter, angle B 90 degree, DS is equal to 5 centimeter. So this much is given. AB equal to, the total AB is equal to 29, AD is equal to 23, angle B 90 degree, DS is equal to 5. This DS is 5. So if DS is 5, this also become 5 now, because both are drawn from D. And AB, total length AB is given as 29. If total AB is 29, these two are not half. Understand? Don't split the given total length into two equal. Okay. And find out the radius how much. The radius is already given 11 centimeter, that you prove. Okay, these three problems you practice. The first one is today's theorem explanation, practice twice. The another one is from radius and tangents are perpendicular, that problem. The third one is two tangents are equal, based on that. So hope you got today's class. Thank you.